Hello. How are you guys doing? My hair looked cute till it got soaking wet a couple minutes ago when I ran out of the house. It has been pouring rain all day long today. It is 43 degrees. It's so cold outside. It's windy. It's rainy. I got my hair cut. I got my hair cut today. The holiday season has arrived. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm totally joking. I put that on Twitter, and I think people thought they were like, Peter, what about Thanksgiving? I'm totally not serious about that. I'm joking. But I do have my Christmas mug, my Starbucks Christmas mug tonight, because I've been drinking water out of this all day today instead of my gold one. Anyway, how are you guys doing tonight? It's been a very calm day today. I got up and I went in. I actually vlogged like 5 minutes before today, but I had it on the same memory card that I made my videos on. And so when I put it back in, like when I made my first video and then uploaded it onto the computer and then put it back in the camera and I deleted it off of my camera, I deleted the 5 minutes of vlogging too. But it wasn't anything. It was just me on the way to go have coffee with my friend today. So, I mean, it wasn't, I was just talking about my morning. It wasn't super exciting, but I was going to try to vlog throughout the day, and I just didn't end up doing that today. So, anyway, so now I'll tell you about how my day was. I got up this morning, did my prayers, did my affirmations, and my meditations. I did, not do a face mask. I haven't done a face mask. I mean, it's been over a week now. Maybe I'll make that my goal tomorrow or I think Saturday I'll make that my goal. Alex is off all weekend, so maybe we can do face masks. He's doing like some whole new skincare regimen that he got, and it has like a face mask that you do in it like every other night, but it's not like a face mask. It's like a cleansing mask, and then you put these products on. You do it at the end of the night before you go to bed, and then it's like a cleansing mask that you do before you put the other products on, or something like that. I don't know. He was telling me all about it. But I got up today, and I actually, last night, because if you watch last night's vlog, I was so tired, and I went home, and I was like in bed and asleep by 11. I was so tired last night, and Alex was watching a TV show in bed, and I just kind of fell out. I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired. So I fell asleep, and I already have my vlog uploaded, or rendering and everything. So my plan was just to sleep through the night. Well, this is why I don't go to bed early. I woke up at about 3:30 in the morning and could not fall back to sleep. Like, for anything, I couldn't fall back asleep. I was wide awake, and I'd had really weird dreams. I've been having really weird dreams for like the last week. And not necessarily bad dreams, just interesting dreams. Filled with kind of like people that I haven't thought about in years. So anyway, I got up and I went downstairs and took the dogs out to go potty because they like all woke up when I woke up. And then I came back inside and I was like awake, you know? And I love the nights when you fall asleep and then you, I feel like I just talked about this in a vlog. So if I did, I apologize, because this has happened to me like twice now in the last week. But I also think that I was talking about it earlier today on my vlog. And so since that piece is gone forever. But I like when you wake up and you, like, you know, go get a glass of water, and then you're like stumbling back to the bed and you can't wait to go back to bed because you know you have like 6 more hours. I love that. I think that's fantastic. That's like one of life's little hidden treasures, isn't it? When you wake up in the middle of the night and you know you have it's like, you know, sometimes when you wake up and you have like a half an hour until you have to get up, and that totally sucks. But then there's those nights that you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I have like 4 or 5 more hours to sleep. Like, that's fantastic, right? Well, it wasn't that, because I couldn't go back to sleep. I was wide awake. So I sat downstairs and I watched, I was like on the 7th, I think, halfway through the 7th or 8th, I don't know, episode of The Haunting of Hill House. And I watched like the rest of that episode and then all of the next episode. It must have been the 8th one because I'm now like 20 minutes into the 10th episode, which is the final episode of The Haunting of Hill House. And then when I get done with that, I'll do my review on my review channel of The Haunting of Hill House. I feel like this is like really high up today. I've been trying not to put the remote behind it because I feel like it rattles when I've listened to it back a little bit. I feel like it rattles. The Haunting of Hill House is just so well done. I got really into that show very quickly. I thought it was really, really good. So if you're looking for a show to binge watch this weekend, I would definitely recommend it. It's scary, but it's not, I don't personally think, I guess it kind of depends on what scares you. I don't think it personally is so scary that, like Tanya was telling me that she had read articles where people were like vomiting and they couldn't go to bed at night and stuff. Like, I scare pretty easily, honestly, and I don't think it's that scary at all. I think it is so hot here all of a sudden. I have the heat on and now it's like, I'm trying to turn it down. I mean, the thing is, and I'm gonna talk about this in my review, it's all about paranormal stuff, but it also is about mental illness. And so it's interesting because they kind of weave both of them together. And it's also kind of indirectly, I would say, like, it's weird to say. I don't know that I would call it necessarily science fiction-y, but it's kind of like two different time periods happening at the same time. I don't even know how to, like, two different alternate realities happening at the same time is kind of how some of it, I don't know. I'm confused by some of it, honestly. But I really enjoy watching it. I think it's really well done. And the actors and actresses in it are just fantastic. They're really, really good. So I watched those 2 episodes and then I went back to bed. And then I like kind of struggled falling back to sleep last night. And it was late by that point. You know, it was like 5:30. And so I finally fell asleep. And then I had to get up early today because I had my hair appointment at 11:15. So I got up at like 10:30, something like between 10 and 10:30. Took the dogs out and did my prayers and my meditations and affirmations and all that kind of stuff. And then it must have been closer to 10 because I couldn't have gotten all that stuff done. Honestly, I didn't even look at my phone until I was getting ready to leave the house. And then I left and got my hair cut. And then I came home and I filmed my Peterisms video because I had like an hour by the time I got back home. And I was meeting my friend real close to us. And then I filmed the Peterisms video, started rendering it. Then I went and met for coffee. And then after that, I only had like 1 cup of coffee, so I went and I got Starbucks after that. And then I ran some errands, and then I came home. This is such a press conference, isn't it? And then I came home and it's like an accident or something over there. And then I came home and I filmed a video on my Peter Monn channel. I filmed a video on my Peter Likes Books channel. And got the vlog. Well, the vlog I got up really early today. I got it up at like right after my hair appointment, and which people seem to really like. You guys seem to really like the fact that I had it up a lot earlier. So that was cool. I don't know. I'm gonna try to maybe get them up earlier. I don't know how early I can get up tomorrow's. So yeah, I did all that, and then Alex texted me, and he was gonna go have dinner with his girlfriend tonight. That the one that just had a baby not too long ago, and he had asked if I wanted to do a double date, and then her husband couldn't do it, and then he was like, "If you want to come, you can come." And I was like, "It's raining. I just kind of want to hang around the house and not really do a whole lot." So he wasn't gone that long. And so I went and got Noodles and Company, and it was delicious. And I watched some more part of the 10th episode of The Haunting of Hill House. And then I laid down for like an hour, and then when Alex came home, we watched American Horror Story. So we're caught up on that. I'm just not like loving this season. I don't know what it is. I know people are just absolutely dying. They think this is like the greatest season ever. But I just don't. I don't know why. It feels very... First of all, it feels very similar to me to a lot of the other seasons. I also feel like it's moving very slowly. I don't also love Antichrist storylines, honestly. Like, they're not my favorite things. Like, Rosemary's Baby, yes, was very scary. I didn't love that storyline. It kind of creeped me out, really. Like, Antichrist stuff kind of really creeps me out. So I don't know. I guess I would say I don't dislike it. It's like, I mean, the episode's always over and I'm kind of like, huh. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like, oh my God, that was so good. Like, I feel like with Coven and Murder House, like, I was like really intrigued by it, or I couldn't wait till the next week, you know? Like, we were watching the scenes from next week and I was like, I feel like the scenes from next week are what we just watched. And last week I felt the same way. I don't know, Alex is loving it. So, I just wouldn't say it's my favorite season right now. See, I really liked Roanoke too, and I know people didn't really like it, but I thought it was good because it was just so, like, I don't know, I felt like it was very scary and you didn't know what was going to happen from week to week, and I don't know, this just isn't my favorite season so far. So I don't know what I'm going to watch after The Haunting of Hill House. So if you guys have recommendations for another series or a documentary or something that you'd like me to review, let me know. I'm probably going to do, because I don't want to like go and do reviews of documentaries that I've already watched on Netflix. So I think what I'm going to do is towards like the end of the year, maybe after Thanksgiving, I'll do like my top 5 favorite Netflix documentaries of 2018. Because I've seen some fantastic ones. One of them that I really, really liked was Jewel's Catch One, which was about this woman, Jewel, and she owned this, well, it wasn't specifically, but it started as kind of an African-American LGBT bar in Los Angeles. It is such an interesting documentary, and it spans like her whole career and shows like how much advocacy she did and how like important this bar was and like how it served the community. It's such a cool documentary. And I also really liked, I always forget her name, Marsha Johnson, is that her name? Marsha P. Johnson. Oh my God, that documentary, I feel like I've watched that like 5 times. Like, that documentary has really just like really impacted my soul. And if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. It's fantastic on Netflix. So I don't know, I might like go through and pick out like my 5 favorite documentaries that I've watched. I'm trying to think of what some of my other ones were. I really liked Glory Days. That was about the club kids in New York City and Michael Ehrlich and all of that. But I don't know that I would say that was one of my favorites. I mean, it definitely, I don't know that it impacted me in any kind of way. That whole club kid era is very interesting to me. I mean, I've seen Party Monster, I read part of the book, Disco Bloodbath, and all that kind of stuff. All of that is very interesting to me, you know, all the different parties they had and all that kind of stuff. James St. James I followed for years. This one shows all the way up to Michael Ehrlich getting out of prison. It's interesting. But I don't know if it came out in 2018 or if it came out before. I feel like I watched it the first time like a year ago. Let's see. What are some of my other favorite documentaries that I watched this year? I feel like there are others and I can't think. There are some really bad ones on there too. Oh, the Amanda Knox one was really good. I mean, the series, like The Keepers and The Staircase, those were fantastic, I thought those were so well done. But I don't consider those really just documentaries, like movies. The Amanda Knox movie, that was really interesting. God, what was the other one that I watched right around that time? Anyway, I don't know. So, and now I'm vlogging. That was my day, and now I'm vlogging. Alex is on the 8th episode of The Haunting of Hill House. Oh, so anyway, please give me recommendations in the comment section below for what you think that I should watch next. I came up with a vlogging song. Are you ready? Based on the song I was singing. I make up songs all the time, which I'm sure surprises nobody. I really make up songs to sing to my dogs, honestly. I have a new one for Pee-Pee. How does it go? Like, I can never remember them unless the dogs are like right in front of me. Something about Mr. Pee-Pee is so sleepy. Anyway, I can't remember how it goes. I got the nicest email in the entire world. Like, it was so nice. And I should look it up because I just want to say thank you on camera. And I can't remember. I can see the first 2 letters, and then after that I can't see anything. I literally laid in bed last night and I read this email. And I was like, you know what? Like, I just really needed to hear this. And, one of the things that she said was about my consistency of this vlog, and that she knows she can always rely on a vlog. And I was thinking about it. It's funny, you know, it's like I have vlogged for consistently almost 700 days now in a row. Like, that is crazy. And I love it, you know? I don't know, the email just meant so much to me, and I just thought it was worded so beautifully. I'm not gonna, it's kind of private, so I'm not gonna read it on here. I also have a ton of stuff to show from the P.O. box, and I keep on meaning to do that, and I forget to do it, because when I'm home, I'm always getting ready to leave, and then all this stuff is sitting there. I'm gonna pull into this speedway that I always pull into and tell you who the email is from. I mean, I get nice emails from so many of you, but like this email just happened to come up last night, like at a time that, I don't know, it was just like, I was laying there in bed and I had just woken up, and I was trying to fall back asleep and I couldn't, and it was just, I don't know, it was so nice. Windshield wipers are driving me crazy. Okay, it is... it's from Camille. And, one of the things I love so much, and I am going to read this, is the way that she titled the email. And she titled it, "Make Room for What Is to Come, Peter." And it was really an email about change, which was so interesting, because then my Peterisms meditation today was really about change. And, I don't know, it's just like her whole email, it was very lengthy, and which I love the lengthier, you know, emails, but I don't know, it was just really nice to hear from somebody's perspective that I feel like watches me, cares about me, but, and she even referenced Letty in there, because I guess she's kind of gotten to know Letty. But also isn't afraid to give constructive criticism that is compassionate. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between saying something scathing to somebody and being like, I care enough about you that, you know, and it was very that, and I appreciated it. And I've gotten so many messages like that recently. I don't know, it was just like, it was very nice. So thank you, Camille. I really appreciate it. Yeah. What made me think about that? I don't know. Tomorrow, I don't have a bunch to do during the day until 3 o'clock, and then I'm going with Liliana and Carlos to this parent-teacher meeting about Carlitos. I don't know if it's just a PTA meeting or what it is, but I'm gonna be there for it. I'd kind of thrown it out there to them that I would go, and now, like Carlos specifically asked me the other day if I would go, just so I would understand, a little bit more of what was going on and stuff like that. And then after that, we actually have Carlitos' 6th birthday party, and it's like right following that, so that's tomorrow, and tomorrow's Friday. It doesn't feel like it's Friday, does it? I mean, yesterday was Halloween, and I think it's kind of like, it hasn't really caught up with me yet that, I don't know, it was weird having Halloween fall in the middle of the week, because it felt like a weekend, and yet it wasn't, so, now it's like, okay, well, Halloween's over, and it's Thursday. I don't know, it just feels weird to me. Did it feel weird to anybody else that, like, when Halloween, what is going on with the shadowing in my car tonight? Only the shadowness. It just felt weird to me that, like, Halloween was over, and then it was, like, Thursday. For some reason, that just, I don't know, it felt like it should have been a Monday. Did it feel like that to anybody else? It has been raining here so much today at this lake in front of this retirement home. It's so, like, I drive by here all the time. It is, like, really high right here. I don't know, it was just, it felt weird to me. It did not feel like a Thursday. And tomorrow sure doesn't seem like a Friday. And I don't know what this is. I don't have any plans this weekend. I don't know if my husband has any plans. We didn't really talk much about it. Other than the birthday party tomorrow. And I also know that he does not work on Saturday. Other than that, I don't know what we have going on. I'm like in my head, like, do I want to share this? Okay, so my nose has been driving me crazy, right? So I'm like in the house tonight as I was getting ready to leave, and I was like, oh my God, my nose is driving me crazy. And Alex goes, you need to use nose hair trimmers. And I was like, no, because I don't think it has to do with that. I think it has to do with my beard, and whenever I trim my beard, which I did yesterday, but I forgot to cut around here like I've been trying to do lately, right? It has something to do with that, but it only has to do with like when I'm talking a lot. And he and I were talking a lot, and so it's like, that's when it bothers me. And I noticed it today at coffee too. So anyway, this is the part that I was in my head, like, do I want to mention this? So, I have been buying several different men's grooming items, okay? Because I want to try them for like a week or two and see which ones I think work best. Now, I have 2 previous nose hair trimmers. One's a Braun, and I can't remember what the other one is. And they're okay, but I wouldn't say, I think it's like a Norelco. They're okay, but I wouldn't say that they're, oh, it's gonna, and it did stop. They're okay, but I wouldn't say that it's like the best. Like, I don't want to give away all my secrets of my review videos, but who cares, right? I wouldn't say that they're the best, but I wouldn't say that they're the greatest either, or like that they're the worst either. I don't know. They're just okay. And so when I was looking through as seen on TV stuff at Walmart, or no, where was I? I was at Meijer with Tanya. I noticed that they have this men's nose hair trimmer, eyebrow trimmer, all in one. It's supposed to be the best one ever, and it's like $19.99. So I was thinking to myself, well, these are affordable presents to buy, like your dad, your husband, your son, your uncle, whatever, your friend for Christmas. So what I should do is I should try them out and see if they really are worth it. And then there was, what's the other product that I bought? Shoot. Nose hair trimmers. There was like 3 grooming products I bought. The shaving cream. because I wanted to compare a very expensive one. I've been using the Art of Shaving. So I bought one that was, I would call it similarly retail to be somewhat like that at Meijer. And then what was the other thing I bought? Why can't I even think right now? Nose hair trimmers. Was it a beard trimmer? No. Oh, I know what it was. It was just a straight razor. Not a straight razor, but you know, like a razor, right? Because I, you know, shave all through here, and I shave right here and here, and then here and here. So, now I've done the Dollar Shave Club. It's okay. You know what's interesting to me about that place is that it's always wives and girlfriends that are like, oh my God, my boyfriend or my husband, they like get all of their razors there, right? I was not super impressed. I just wasn't. I didn't think it was the greatest thing in the entire world. I think they do some cute stuff, like they have, what are they called? Like wet wipes, you know, for when you're on the toilet. And they call them something like Charlie wipes or something. But they're like $3.99, $6.99 for like not many. You could go literally and buy like, you know, wipes at the grocery store for like a third of the price, or the Costco. I mean, seriously. And they're probably 10 times better than what you get through the Dollar Shave Club. I'm not somebody that loves to have a razor that you reuse over and over and over again. That's just not, you guys are like getting the review right here. That's not my thing. I don't love that, right? But I have in the past used some nice razors where you just replace the blade, because that's something that a lot of people buy men as gifts. Like I've gotten it as a gift through the years. And I also tried the Dollar Shave Club. I think maybe I did it like, I think we might have done it for the website years ago, and they sent us like a free sample kit or something. It's been a long time since I've used it. But anyway, I did, and it was okay. It was fine. It was more the gimmick of it, because men don't have a lot of, and this is one of my things, is that men don't have a lot of like fun ways to like, you know, get ready and do all this kind of stuff. So it made it kind of fun that men get to order their razor. It's just whatever. It's kind of gimmicky to me, so to speak. I always, to be honest with you, I literally buy those like $1.29 razors or whatever they are, $3.99, I don't know, that you get like a bag of 10. You know the little plastic bag that you get for like 10 of them, and they're like the shittiest razors in the world? Well, I'll use them for a week or two and then I throw them out. And the blade is always sharp because, this whole thing with like sensitive skin on your face and all that kind of stuff, like I don't know, maybe I feel like I have pretty sensitive skin, but I've never had to be real careful about whatever blade I'm using. I just haven't. So I'm gonna try a couple different razors. Well, I saw in the As Seen on TV section this razor that's supposedly the best men's razor, that you'll never need another razor as long as you live again. And I was like, So I'm gonna try that for 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna do a review of these As Seen on TV men's grooming products, because I thought like people would find that interesting as far as like to buy presents for people for Christmas, right? And if it's shit, I'm gonna say it's shit, don't buy it for Christmas. But you do wanna go to Walmart and get your Christmas, see how pretty it is when it shines in the light? It's so pretty, isn't it? $12.72 or $12.42 or something. They have a blue one. I think I wanna get the blue one. We have them sitting on their counter, and Alex goes, you needed both of those? I said, yeah, one's gold, like, you know, one's red. But the blue one I could use all year round, too. So that's one of my review videos that's coming up. I also have a Christmas item that I bought. I mean, it's not really a Christmas item, but it's kind of a gift-giving item that I bought at Bed Bath & Beyond. Is that what that place is called? Yeah. That place is overwhelming. There's so many things in there. I just gotta actually sit down and, you know, get up early enough to start making these videos, because I could be pumping these review videos out left and right. I got a lot of them. I got all this stuff bought in my, somebody said on my comment section, is this a mukbang channel? Did you just start this channel so you could eat things? Yeah, you figured me out. But I am gonna have a lot of food on there because I like doing the food reviews. They're so fun. I like when people leave me real mean comments and I'm actually laughing because I think they're so funny. Like, that's what cracks me up. Like, I got called out for wanting to eat a bunch of food. If I was going to start a mukbang channel, I just start, people know by now, if I want to start a 7th channel or a 9th channel or whatever, I will. I just have an eating show channel. I call it Peter's Eating Show. It's just not that deep. It starts with Peter and you just put what it is. If I was going to have a, you know, I don't know what would be another Peter's ASMR channel. It's just, it doesn't get that deep, you know what I mean? I'm not going to today. I mean, I might down the road, I don't know. Tell you guys how many people, I don't know if this is a compliment or what, but how many people tell me that they fall asleep listening to my vlog. I like always take it as a compliment because they're like, I love your vlog so much. And oh, who's the guy? He was so nice. He said he and his boyfriend listened to my vlogs all the time and they actually like fell asleep listening to them the other night. They had them playing all night long. It was such a sweet message. Oh, what's his name? I think he's from Ohio. But I love that people are like, oh my God, I fall asleep to your vlogs. But I'm like, is it because I'm so boring? I mean, it is at some point kind of boring, right? I mean, it's like over an hour. It's not like I can stay, hey, let's vaudeville song and dance. I mean, it's not going to be super exciting for an hour. Come on, okay? Y'all think you could keep it going for an hour? Okay, let me know when your channel's up. It's hard. Whenever I like talking to friends that have absolutely no clue, like about my YouTube stuff whatsoever, Alex will like, he'll be like, and he has a vlog channel, and of course nobody knows what a vlog channel is. They're like, blog, and he's like, no, vlog, and they're like, what? Like a blog, like a written, he'll go, yeah, and then they'll look at me and they'll go, well, what's a vlog? And I'll say, it's like a video blog, it's like a blog, but it's a video, you know? And they're like, no, I don't really understand it. And I'm like, well, what? And they're like, well, what do you do on that channel? And Alex is like, he basically drives around in a car and just talks for an hour. And they always look at me, and this is what they always say. Always, okay? Every person in my life, every one of my friends, when they find out that I do this, this is what they say. And people watch it. People actually watch you drive around in a car and talk. I'm like, yeah. So you better be pretty happy that you're getting to sit here at dinner with me. No, I don't say that. They're always like mesmerized that anybody would actually like listen to me talk for an hour. I mean, I don't think they think just me. I think like, I mean, maybe they do, I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like just in general that anybody would. But I think you kind of have to love like YouTube as well. Like I have to say that since I've been doing this, I have started watching longer and longer YouTubers. Like YouTubers that film 35 minutes plus, like are typically a lot of the videos that I watch now. And, you know, I remember when I started, and I know I'm not the one that changed the trend or anything, listen, okay? I ain't trying to reinvent the wheel over here. But I remember when I first started doing it, and they were super long, and people would say, you know, like, oh, he's vlogging for over, I mean, people are still saying this stuff now, right? But, oh, he's vlogging for over an hour, his vlogs are an hour and a half, and all this kind of stuff. Well, I started noticing that a lot of people, a lot of vloggers were doing much longer vlogs all of a sudden, you know? And I was like, I think this is just people are realizing that there's a lot of people that want to listen to longer vlogs. They enjoy them, you know, they can have them in. I love so much when I get the comments that say, like, I have you in the background when I'm eating dinner, or you know, I have you in the background when I'm cooking dinner, or doing laundry, or cleaning the house, or somebody today, I don't know why it's meant so much to me, said something about having her earbuds in at work. Now, you should be working, not listening to Peter Monn. See, you're gonna get in trouble. No, I'm not going to. But anyway, she said, I have my earbuds on at work, and I just listen to you all, I could just listen to you all day long. And I was like, oh my God, that is so sweet. It is really nice. You know, I think this idea that I talk about on here on a regular basis, that like, it takes very little to lift somebody up. It takes the same amount of energy, really, to lift somebody up as it does to take somebody down. And I think then if your choice is to take somebody down and leave a shitty comment or off of YouTube, to say something shitty to somebody or to check them, you know, or whatever, I think what you really should probably look at is, because that really says more about you than it does about that person, honestly. And, you know, I think then at that point, what you probably should do, I mean, it's kind of like a standout sign for me on my vlogs, especially when somebody leaves a really nasty comment. I'm like, basically what you just said is you outed yourself as being kind of a miserable person. Because it's like, you know, it's, I don't really care at this point, because I know it just is part of the gig, but it's like, when you have the opportunity to put out any kind of energy in the world, and you can put out something positive, or you can put something out negative, or you can choose to put something, not something out at all, you know, and this is what you choose to do. What's your motive? What's inspiring you? What's making you feel like you need to do that, you know, whatever. And I'm not talking about constructive criticism. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about, you know, questions or whatever. I'm talking about the nasty ones, you know? I'm talking about people in our personal lives as well. Not on, this doesn't have to be on YouTube. This can be off of YouTube, you know? That we're just not very nice to people, or we're, you know, what's that about? You know, have you ever had a day where you're very, like, let's just be honest, we've all been there, right? Have you ever had a day when you're just really snappy with people, and it's like some stuff happened earlier in the day, or maybe you found out that, you know, your friend is sick, or you're going through a breakup or something, and you know what, you're just not really in the mood to deal with people's shit that day, so you're a little bit more direct, you're a little bit more aggressive, you're a little bit more like, hey, you know what, I don't really want to deal with this, right? And people are like, hey, what's wrong with you? Well, on those days, those are probably days, like, there are days that I don't have any business really interacting with people, because I've had a lot of personal shit happen to me that day, you know what I mean? And really probably what I should be doing is taking care of myself. Well, I think that goes on all over the world. I think that, you know, and I think maybe we need to be more compassionate and sympathetic with ourselves, you know, and taking care of ourselves. That, I don't know, like, you know, when I've had a bad day or a bad week anyway, and then I'm putting more and more of that out there in the world, it just ends up seeming to bring me down further. It doesn't really do anything to anybody else, but it just seems to drag me down further, you know? And sometimes I think it's better for me to just shut my mouth and take care of myself, you know? Until I'm kind of out of that. I think it's, I don't know, something for us to all, I mean, I definitely can learn from that. But, you know, the comments and the emails and stuff that you guys send me are just so fantastic. And the power, I think, that you have to uplift somebody else, and that you choose to do that, I just really want to thank you for that. I don't really think you have any idea how much it means to me, or how much you truly are impacting my life. So I just want to say thank you. And I hope, like, and you've also inspired me and motivated me to speak to people that way. And like I've said, you know, I've really been taking a look at how I speak to people, you know, in general. And so when I see that, what I realize is, I mean, this is growth for me, right? That I have a choice in how I speak to people. I have a choice in whether or not I choose to lift somebody up or tear them down. And when I read those comments from people that have never met me before, and you also have the choice to lift me up or bring me down, and you choose to lift me up, and I think, wow, like, and what that does as a result, you know, the power that it has behind it. So thank you. You've made me realize the way that I want to speak to people. You've made me realize the way I want my words to feel and hear, you know, and be heard, I guess. Anyway, So yeah, that's about the comments today. I think I was so tired last night because I ate that chili and cookies and stuff. But man, at 3:30 in the morning when I woke up, I sure was hungry. And guess what? Guess who brought chili home? My husband, a whole bunch of it. And guess who didn't bring any home? Peter. And I can't eat my husband's chili because it had meat in it, and he only brought 5 chocolate chip cookies home. And if I ate one, I knew he would know, but I had to. But I did. I had to have one. They were so delicious. So I did, and then I kind of stuck the bag back, so I was hoping he wouldn't notice. Do you ever do that stuff? If there's like 10 cookies in there, you know he's not gonna know. But if there's like 5, it's like, well. I always wake up real hungry in the middle of the night. And then there's nothing, you know, so it's either go to the gas station and get something, because I never have anything at the house. And now everything that Alex has that I could, like, he has a bag of, like, I swear to God, it looks like 150, but it's like 40 pizza rolls. He calls them pizza bites. Who calls them pizza bites? I've always called them pizza rolls. Anyway, he's got a bag of like 40 pizza rolls in the freezer, but they're those combo pizza rolls, so I can't have those. And I've got some food in there, but it's all for reviews, so I can't eat it. Candy. Candy. I've got to mail this letter. I need to get something to drink. I'm thirsty. Back in the day, whenever I'd say I'm thirsty, my mom would go, "It's nice to meet you Thursday, I'm Friday." She thought that was so funny. It wasn't. I kind of can't believe Halloween's over. Oh my God, you guys, you want to know what? Truth of the nature. So I turned on Freeform tonight, which they're the ones, I love this chapstick so much. It tastes like eating a pumpkin pie. They're the ones that had the 31 days of Halloween. Although I thought some of the movies were, I was skeptical of why they were considered Halloween movies, like Mrs. Doubtfire. Anyway, so I lost my train of thought. Oh, so anyway, they have 31 days of Halloween. Well, today they must have had some kind of Christmas movie special deal going on, because they did The Nightmare Before Christmas, and then they also had, which is kind of a Halloween movie, a little bit, I guess. But they were playing Christmas with the Cranks with Jamie Lee Curtis and Tim Allen. It's just so funny because I was just talking about Tim Allen last night. I guess I totally did not get the woman right, whoever the woman is on that show. I'll Be Waiting for You or whatever. I don't know. I still don't know who the mom is in that. But she was one of those TV moms, and then she ended up getting real famous doing Lifetime Movie Network movies. You know, one of those like Kelly Martin, and Tori Spelling's been in about 100 Lifetime Movie Network movies too. Don't get me started on those Lifetime movies. I love those so much. But I sat there and I watched forever while my videos were uploading Christmas with the Cranks, which I read a long time ago, but I never had seen the movie. It's pretty bad. It's not funny. It's just not. I don't like shit like that. I know people love that stuff. I just don't. I think that one of my commitments this year is that, okay, I'm about to tell you guys something, and I know as soon as I say this, people are going to swoon. I've never seen the movie Elf. Oh! I know, I've never seen Elf, right? So I think, and I've never seen The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Tim Allen is not one of my favorite actors. I don't know why all of a sudden Tim Allen is coming up into all of my conversations. Oh, there's a McDonald's. I should have gone through there and got something to drink. Oh my God, look at that line. No, man, I don't know why Tim Allen's coming up into all of my conversations, but he's just not my favorite actor of life. He just isn't. So, I mean, really. What has he done? Like, well, I guess those movies. But anyway, I like Bad Santa. I know it's not the most Christmassy movie, but I think it kind of is. Did you guys ever see that with Billy Bob Thornton? It is such a fantastic movie. I like Bad Santa. I like Miracle on 34th Street. I like a lot of Lifetime Movie Network Christmas movies. I actually, one of my favorite Christmas movies of life was a Hallmark movie, and I have it on VCR tape, but they still play it every year. And it's called Season of Miracles. And it's about these two kids, and their mom is Laura Dern, and she's a drug addict, and she's like in jail, but in treatment jail. And so their aunt, who's real poor, she comes to get them, and there's like a Christmas angel and everything, played by Patty Duke Aston. She just kind of shows up randomly at places. And so anyway, have you ever seen this movie? It's so good. But the mom in The Haunting of Hill House, who is that Carla Gugino or whatever her name is, I love her so much because she plays the aunt in Season of Miracles, and I think that was like the first time I ever saw her or anything. She's been in Spy Kids and all kinds of stuff now, but I saw her back in the day on that movie, and I loved it so much. And they go to this little town, and they're trying to run from the social service people, because the social service people, what's her name? The social service lady. Oh, she's been in all kinds of movies. But anyway, she's trying to take the kids away because they'd be better in foster care. And then that Carla woman's like, my sister and I grew up in foster care. It's horrible and all this kind of stuff. And then, so they go to this little town, and Patty Duke Aston tells them where this, because she's the angel, the Christmas angel. And she tells them, like, what house to go stay in. And they stay in this house where this woman named Miriam, she died. And so anyway, then these nosy sisters next door, they bring them cinnamon rolls the next morning. It's so cute, you guys. I mean, it's so cute. And I used to always have to watch it on Christmas Eve when I would get home from, like, going to my mom's house and stuff, and have cinnamon rolls and watch a movie, because these nosy sisters from next door, they bring this basket over on cinnamon rolls. So it wasn't good enough that I just made cinnamon rolls. I had to put them in a basket, too. Of course, right? Because you have to. Oh my God, and then how could I ever forget Dolly Parton, Smoky Mountain Christmas. I'm dreaming of a Smoky Mountain Christmas. That is like one of my all-time favorite movies of life. You can take the girl from the country, I have heard them say, but you cannot take the country from the girl. Chris Christopherson's in that movie too. I'm still devastated that they never released a soundtrack to that movie. It does have some good songs on it. I'm spending Christmas with Santa this year. I'm trying to think of like all the songs. Anyway, have you guys seen it? It's so... Just stopped again. See, I'm already getting excited for Christmas. Anyway. Dolly Parton looks so pretty in that room. Or in that movie. Have you guys heard the song with Sia that Dolly Parton sang for the soundtrack of Dumplin', the movie that's coming out in December? Oh my God, I cannot wait. Do you guys know that's like one of my favorite books of life, right? By Julie Murphy. It's such a good movie. And I'm so excited for it to come out in December. I cannot wait to see it. And I read the sister book to it this year. The sister movie to it. The sister book to it. Well, I can think of the girl's name in it, Millie Millichuk, but I can't think of the damn name of the book. What's the book called? Dumplin', and somebody's shouting it out right now. I actually like the second one better than the first one. Puddin'. Because her nickname's Puddin'. It is so good, you guys. Oh my God. If you want to get two good books and you want to read two good books, the audio versions are fantastic too. Tanya bought me the hardback book, so I read it hardback and I listened to it on Audible. Well, I listened on Audible first, and she knew I loved it so much that for my birthday that year, she bought it for me. But if you want two books that are fantastic, go read Dumplin', and then right after that, read Puddin'. What's the other one by Julie Murphy? Side Effects May Vary. That was not my favorite book of life. But that was like her first one. I feel like she has another one that she wrote, but I don't remember what it is. Sisters. That's White Christmas, in case you didn't know. In case you didn't care, but it is. I hope we have a white Christmas this year. I hope we have lots of snow. I just like to have snow going up into, you know, December. I think snow's so pretty. It sucks to drive in it, and it's of course cold outside, but you know, honestly, if we're gonna have snow or like this kind of rain like this, where it's just everything is gross and wet, and the leaves are soggy, and the grass is soggy, and your feet are always soaking wet, I'd rather have snow anyway. Now tell me that in February when we have 3 feet of snow outside and we can't move. You know what, like, when I was growing up, we used to have blizzard condition all the time in Indiana. And now, I never, like, we never get anything. You know when you hear, like, you know, like, the East Coast is getting, like, 22 feet of snow tonight in upstate New York. You know what I mean? Like, we never get that here. Like, we might be lucky if we get a foot of snow. But, like, never any kind of, like, 22 feet of snow or any of that kind of stuff. I wish. You guys are like, no, you don't. Yes, huh, Laura? Yes, huh? Yeah, huh? No doy. I always hated that back in the day. Yes, I would love to have that much snow. The Long Winter by Laura Ingalls Wilder was one of my favorite books. Thank you. And they got snowed in for Christmas. Do you guys remember that? You're like, no, we didn't read the book. Well, go try it. I bought this book last year. I just saw it in my cabinet the other day, and I never ended up reading it. And it was called Laura Ingalls Wilder Ruined My Life. And it's about this family that moves to Walnut Grove. Oh, that's why there's police cars were there, because of that tree. Tree fell down in the road. There's a lot of people in Indianapolis that don't have power tonight. My friend Valerie said she didn't have power. And it must have been because of the storms earlier today. But this book that I got was called Laura Ingalls Wilder Ruined My Life, and it's about this family, and they moved to Walnut Grove, which, you know, Walnut Grove is where Little House on the Prairie took place, and all the books took place and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm like, should I go to this post office or should I go to the other post office? Because I'm right near this post office. I think I'll go to this post office. I never go to this post office. This is kind of like a field trip for the vlog today. You're getting a different... You're getting to go to a different post office. Isn't that so exciting? Okay. Anyway, the family moves to Walnut Grove because the mom's an author and she lives Laura Ingalls or something like that. I don't know. So they moved to Walnut Grove. Is this post office not back here anymore? Are you kidding me? Oh man. Oh man. It looks like it's not back here anymore. Or unless, like, how do you close down a post office? Is that even for real? Oh, there it is. Doesn't look like the post office anymore. Oh, it's got the signs out front. This is so weirdly. The windshield wipers are going to be busy. What does it say? Is this still... This looks like an... This looks like an abandoned post office. I feel like I'm in The Walking Dead or something. Don't you ever feel like that when you go places and you're like, is this place still alive? Is this... What's going on here? Okay. Okay, we have left the post office. I just didn't want to make you guys wait the 5-10 minutes that it took me to find a stamp in my car. So I just finally just turned it off. Remind me, we are back on the Polar Express, but remind me to never go back to that post office again, okay? I felt like it was closed down. I felt like it was a zombie apocalypse. On top of that, I felt like it was, I don't know, a voodoo station or something. There was a lot of negativity over there. I couldn't find stamps. Stuff was blowing. It just was driving me nuts. I don't like that post office anyway. I'm not going back there again. So, I got my post office that I like. It's where I met my lady from Fences. It's where I met the Fences lady. It's where my P.O. box is. It's home. I'm going there. So anyway. But we're back on the Polar Express. Hot chocolate. Do you guys love that movie so much? Can I just tell you that, I'll have to take that over and have hot chocolate with my nephews this year. I'll have to have Alex, we'll go over there. He can wear his shark onesie. He's so excited because Carlitos loved Alex's shark onesie, and he like wanted a onesie apparently. So Alex went to Walmart. Was it Walmart today, he said? Either Walmart or Target. And he bought him a Mario Brothers onesie for his birthday. So that's what we got him for his birthday. And we got him some Mario. He's real into the Mario Brothers right now. And we got him some Mario Brother, I don't know, toy deal. So I was actually going to go tomorrow and get him this thing at Costco. I saw this because he likes Star Wars too. This 4 or 5 big, huge, like Barbie figure size action figures from Star Wars, but I didn't. The thing is that like Sebastian's not old enough yet that he gets that, like, you know when they get to the age where it's like Carlitos' birthday, but you have to buy Sebastian kind of something too, or his feelings get hurt. Like, we're not there yet. We're almost there, but we're not there yet. Sebastian will be 3 in January. He just loves life. He's just like, he loves life so much. If you saw my Instagram story, I put on there him trick-or-treating. They're so sweet, both of them. They're so well behaved too. Anyway, I love that movie, The Polar Express. You know what else I love is A Christmas Carol. And I love the old one with George C. Scott. It's not the oldest one. I mean, they're old ones, right? And then there's a Patrick Stewart one. It's pretty good. It's just very depressing. I mean, the whole story of Christmas Carol is kind of depressing anyway, right? But like, it's really depressing. I think the George C. Scott one might be the one that's a musical. There's songs they sing in it. I like that one. I love the Muppets Christmas Carol. I love that one. But my favorite of life is what do you call it? The Jim Carrey Pixar. Is that what it is? Pixar? The Jim Carrey Pixar version of A Christmas Carol. I don't know why that's my favorite. It just is. I think it's so well done. I think it's beautiful the way that it's shot. I watched it last year a couple times because it was like free on cable. I think I own it on DVD too. I don't even know if our DVD player like works that well in our bedroom. I can't remember the last time. What was something the last time that I watched in there? I think it was something that somebody sent me. Anyway, I don't remember what it was. Alex loves to lay in bed and watch TV on his computer, but like, I'm not somebody that like, if I'm gonna lay in bed, I want to watch TV, like, or, you know, on my phone, and then I get so, like, I'm just like, if I'm in bed, I associate bed with going to sleep. I mean, as well as other things, but typically going to sleep, or taking a nap. So if I'm in bed, like, he can sit there for hours and watch TV shows. Like, I can't do that. Like, if I'm in bed, like, I'm in bed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be falling asleep here real soon. I'm so tired. So that's the problem with, you know, hot chocolate. What are some of your favorite Christmas movies? I've been vlogging for quite a while. I wonder if I've been vlogging for over an hour yet. I have no idea. Probably close to it. What are some of your favorite Christmas movies? I will tell you some of my favorite Christmas movies I don't like, okay? I'm not a big lover in The Grinch. The Grinch is not one of my favorite Christmas movies. The Jim Carrey version or the cartoon, I don't really like it. Although my dog Boo Radley, I think, is a twin of the dog in The Grinch. I think he looks just like the one in the cartoon. That's who I think he looks like. And he acts just like him too. I do not love, what was the other one I just had on the tip of my tongue? Oh, A Christmas Story. I know I was talking about that the other night. My dad loves it. I don't love that movie. I don't really love it at all. It drives me nuts. And I feel like I've seen it so many times now. Like, I never really loved it to begin with. And now I've seen it so many times that it kind of truly drives me crazy, you know? I don't even think it's funny at all, like the lamp or any of it. I just think it's stupid. Does anybody else feel that way? I'm sorry. I just, you know. There's this Jacqueline Smith movie that I love. It is so corny, but it's about her and her kids, and they go to, like, her husband's like on an oil rig in Alaska or something, works there, and they're trying to mine for oil, and her husband, she and her oldest son, like, go out there. I don't know. Anyway, her youngest son thinks that they're gonna, like, hurt the North Pole and Santa's not gonna be able to deliver toys. And so she goes out and she gets picked up by this elf, she and her kids, and it's like her oldest son, who he's also in another Christmas movie. He's in the movie It Came Upon a Midnight Clear with Mickey Rooney, and that movie is actually fantastic. It's a made-for-TV movie. But that kid was in it when he was real little. Now he's a little bit older, and I guess he just did made-for-TV Christmas movies. That's basically of the world what he's famous for. But anyway, I mean, there's probably money in that. Who'd care, right? Lots of eye rolls, just like in that movie. In that movie, I cannot tell you how many eye rolls there are between him and his mom, Jacqueline Smith. They're constantly rolling their eyes when they go to the North Pole, like they don't believe any of it. I used to love it when I was a kid. I felt like I was just part of that story. Anyway, probably because I really wanted to be Kelly from Charlie's Angels. She was always my favorite. I always thought she was so glamorous. Why is there a line everywhere tonight? My God, it's 12:30. Sometimes I just want to just go in here and go, I'll have 6 Big Macs. I haven't had a Big Mac in forever. I want a Dr. Pepper tonight, though. Where is my wallet?
How may I help you?
Yeah, can I have a, can I have a large Dr. Pepper, please?
One large Dr. Pepper, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
109, please. Hold on.
Did I not bring my wallet with me? I know I did. I remember bringing it with me. I'm sure just the two of us. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you know what's really weird? Okay, so this McDonald's is in Marion County, Indianapolis. The other McDonald's I go to is in Hamilton County, which is like north. It's like a suburb. Where the hell is my wallet? Seriously? I know I brought my wallet with me. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to go home and get my wallet. So Hamilton County is a cent less. I heard something drop down here. I wonder if that's what it was. Oh, Lord. Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Thank you. Have a good one. Okay, I'm gonna pull in here and find my wallet. It was right underneath my feet. Okay, that's what fell down there. I remember because I loaded my pockets up. I had my camera and my phone and then my wallet over here. Okay. Cheers. Did you get your Dr. Pepper? Or Diet Coke? God, it kind of does look like snow tonight, though. It's not cold enough to be snow. God, it sure does, though. You want to see? Here, I'm going to show you. I don't know if you guys can even see up there, but can you see? Doesn't that look like snow? You can't really see because I'm showing you right into the light, but... Snow, snow, there will be snow. Da, 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 da. I should really put together a variety show, don't you think I should? An old-fashioned variety show where I wear a tuxedo And I do like ballroom dancing on stage, just little things like that. And I have guest stars. That would be so much fun, wouldn't it? What's her face on the Real Housewives of New York? The one that went to treatment, I can't think of her name. The Countess Leanne. She did a little cabaret show, and then Andy and all them wanted, because she relapsed, and they're like, yeah, the cabaret show is just too much for her. I'm like, what? I was so confused. All of these traffic lights in Indianapolis tonight are flashing. They're not like out, they're just flashing. It's weird. This one's flashing red. I guess I just didn't realize the storms were that bad today. I mean, it was stormy. Stormy weather. This whole thing has just been one song after another, hasn't it? I mean, I have too many lights on in this car. Okay, go away, light. I mean, it's been nasty all day today. It's been rainy, yes. It's been windy, but it hasn't been like, don't go out in the weather. I haven't seen any of that been going on. I don't know. It's kind of strange, honestly. You know, speaking of like snowstorms and stuff like that we used to get back in the day. I mean, we used to get horrific snows when I was growing up. I always remember, like, maybe not right around Christmas, but after Christmas, beginning of January. I mean, I remember literally like snow drifts on the side of the road always, and walking to school, always. And, you know, I mean, I lived on this cul-de-sac. It was the year, the blizzard of like, what was it, 76, 78, I can't remember what it was, but it was that huge blizzard when we were out of school for like 3 weeks or something, or more. It was ridiculous. And like, you couldn't even leave. Like, you literally could not even leave your house. And, I mean, I think that was like where the whole craze of get bread, get milk, and all that stuff started. I remember not leaving our house, and I remember like having tomato soup every day for lunch. And my neighbor across the street, she and I would ice skate on the cul-de-sac. And because the cul-de-sac was so thick, it was like an ice skating rink, and we literally put our skates on and skated on it. I remember that. And all around the cul-de-sac were like these huge snow drifts where like the trucks had come down and plowed the snow, and yet there was still snow on top of it. It was crazy. I remember that year. You know, I have talked so much on this channel about blizzards and about snow and all this kind of stuff. I'm going to tell you right now what I'm predicting, okay? I am predicting the Midwest and Indiana, because I have been talking so much about this, is going to have a horrific snowstorm this year. We're going to have horrific winter. Just get strapped in. Start buying your canned food and your macaroni and cheese now, in case you can't leave the house. It sounds fun until you're stuck in it. I bet it's absolute hell, you know? I have driven all over the place tonight. Well, listen, you guys, I'm going to get off here and listen to a little bit of my audiobook. I have no idea. I think I'm over an hour now. I like to make them about an hour now, between an hour and 2. I haven't done a super long one in like a week. Like once a week I try to like to do a super long one, like an hour and 55 minutes, because people seem to really like them. It's so funny, like I did, an hour and 20 minutes the other day, and somebody was like, what did I do to deserve this? I love this. I was like, oh my God, I love when people ask for the longer ones. So I'm trying to make them longer. If you guys enjoy them, it doesn't take me any longer to upload them or anything, and if you guys enjoy them, then I'm gonna put them up. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section if you like the longer ones. I hope you guys are having a fantastic November so far. I love you, and if you want to practice gratitude on a daily basis on my Peterisms channel, I don't think I'm going to be able to make videos tomorrow, because I have so many things I have to do with Carlitos' school meeting, and then the party afterwards, and then I wouldn't be getting home until like 7 or 8, and I'm not going to make videos that late. And I have some stuff to do earlier in the day. Not much, but I mean, I just know I'm not going to get up and make videos right away. So it'll probably be Saturday, but I'm practicing over there gratitude every day for the month of November, and I'm just talking about something that I'm grateful for and asking people to leave in the comment section things that they're grateful for on a daily basis in November. I think, I talk so much about being grateful and keeping gratitude alive, and gratitude is an action, and I really, really believe in that. I believe it's changed my life and my perspective on my life and things like that. So even if you want to do it over here, just write some things down that you're grateful for. I think that would be awesome. Be kind to one another in the comment sections. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.